Hi, my name is Joseph Grazier, and this will be my persuasive speech for Texas Tech University's online speech class. Today, I'm going to tell you why you should send your kids to a summer camp. With the current situation of the way things are today, whether it be the economy or more urges to protect your kids in ways that we really didn't used to in the past several decades, summer camps are suffering from decreased enrollments. I'm going to tell you why that's a bad thing, and why you want to send your kids to a summer camp. The biggest reasons are, first, it lets your kids grow as people. Second, they'll make friends that they'll have for a very long time. And third, it'll introduce them to new things that they would otherwise never have a chance to try, and it'll show them new interests. First is growing as a person. This is particularly important to me because I spent a long time as a child going to a summer camp myself. I am a completely different person than I was when I started, and than I would be without the experience. It taught me really a lot about respect, whether it be between counselors. It taught me how to get along with people in a closed living space that would get me ready for college. And it really just taught me to be open to new things and new people. It was an international summer camp, and I met people from all across the world. Without that kind of experience, I wouldn't know nearly as much as I do about cultures from around the world as I do today. Next is friendships. This really means a lot, and without these special kinds of friendships you get at summer camp, I feel like I wouldn't have grown up the same way I did. The friends you make at summer camp aren't the same as you do at school or in your hometown. You haven't known them your entire life, and in a way it's a lot easier to kind of open up on them in ways that you can't with people that know you already. It's in the same way that whenever you meet a stranger, it's almost easier to talk to them about big important things going on in your life than you're getting right now. At the same time, you also have friends that you're going to have for a long time, and that makes connections for later in life. Now, when you're 12 years old, it might be a bit early to start thinking about business connections, but it's never too early, in my opinion. I have friends that I've known since I was 11 years old that I met at summer camp, and I am confident that later in life, those are probably going to help me in some way, whether it be in politics, business, getting a job, anything along those lines. Those friendships aren't just sentimental value, they also provide professional and economic benefit, which can also be a bit of an offset to the cost of summer camp. I know summer camp can be expensive. I went to one that cost $2,500 for 2 semesters. I know how expensive it can be, and I can tell you that it is every bit worth the money that you put into it. The third part is let your kids try new things. Most people don't have access to a lot of the things you can find at summer camp. At home, I didn't have access to paintball. I didn't have access to ATVs. I didn't have access to a ropes course, a rock climbing wall, or a lot of the cooking that I was exposed to at summer camp. Without those kind of experiences, I wouldn't consider myself to be as worldly of a person as I am. That's not to say that I enjoyed everything I did. I don't like paintball, and I don't like ATVs. But at the same time, there were things that I tried that I did enjoy. That was where I first learned to play the bass. It was where I first learned to cook on some basic level. And I don't do it now, but arts and crafts was a lot of fun as a kid. So, I know that summer camp can be expensive, and I know a lot of these days, parents tend to be overprotective with their kids, and you don't want to send your kids off for a week or 2 weeks or even a month sometimes. I'm not going to be able to stretch this for 3 minutes.